Now you will read the prologue. Follow along on your document as the text is read.
Two households, both alike in dignity, in fair Verona, where we lay our scene. From ancient grudge break to new mutiny, where civil blood makes civil hands unclean. From forth the fatal loins of these two foes, a pair of star-crossed lovers take their life, whose misadventured piteous overthrows doth with their death bury their parents' strife. The fearful passage of their death-marked love, and the continuance of their parents' rage, which, but their children's end, naught could remove, is now the 2 hours' traffic of our stage. The which, if you with patient ears attend, what here shall miss, our toil shall strive to mend.
Now you will reread the prologue independently and answer the following questions in your reading response journal. Who are the characters? Which characters are the main characters? What do the main characters want to accomplish? As you answer these 2 questions, I want you to consider the following. What 2 groups of people are named? What conflict exists between these groups? The prologue says a pair of star-crossed lovers take their life. What does that mean? You will also answer, what conflict or problem do the main character or characters encounter? What do the main character or characters do in response to the problem? And how does the conflict resolve itself? As you answer these 3 questions, I want you to consider the following. What 2 groups of people are named? What conflict exists between these groups? You will have 5 minutes to answer these questions. Now I want you to review your answers to the questions on the previous slide. Using your answers to the questions, you're going to write a summary of the plot of Romeo and Juliet based on your understanding of the prologue in your reading response journal. Remember, when you write a summary, it is best not to include your personal opinions. You want to describe what happened as factually as possible and leave out any unimportant details. You will have 5 minutes to complete this activity. Before we look at Act 1, Scene 1, we're going to go over some vocabulary. The word strife is a noun, and it means a vigorous or bitter conflict. Strife appears in the prologue, in the line that says, whose misadventured piteous overthrows doth with their death bury their parents' strife. Dignity, another word that appears in the prologue, means elevated rank, office, or station, such as in line 1, 2 households, both alike in dignity. A grudge is a feeling of ill will or resentment, and it shows up in the prologue in line 3. From ancient grudge break to new mutiny. And a mutiny is a revolt or rebellion. Now you're going to reread the prologue, and you'll make revisions to your summary based on rereading the text. You will have 5 minutes to complete this activity. In your reading response journal, I want you to predict what you think 2 possible themes will be from this text. What evidence or lines from the prologue support these themes? Remember that a theme is not a life lesson, is not the same as a topic. It's a life lesson. It's a message. You will have 5 minutes to complete this activity. Then you will answer the same question in Nearpod. As you're answering these questions, I want you to consider the following. What are some contrasts you see mentioned in the prologue? What tragic events happen within the play? What seems to be the outcome of these tragic events? What message could Shakespeare be sending to his audience through these events?